crafting friends. I am sorry, I'm a few minutes late. This evening, I got distracted. Don't you hate that when that happens? I got distracted. So tonight, we're gonna do something that I've never done before. Always makes me a little nervous when I hit the live button and I create something that I've never created before. But, you know, go big or go home, right? If you're gonna screw it up live so people learn what not to do. It's kind of always been my attitude. So, I have some interesting materials today. We're gonna make some stuffies. If you're not familiar with what a stuffy is, it's basically fabric that you stuff with stuffing. Not like Thanksgiving stuffing, but you know, pillow stuffing. Polyfill or whatever that stuff is called. So we're gonna make some stuffies today. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And we're going to stick them on our little sticks, and we're going to stick them in a little spool, and we're going to create some kind of floating hearts. That is the goal. We can only hope that it actually works out. I have my fingers crossed. I do have my fingers crossed. So just give me a second here while I coordinate my buttons, because I'm not always so good at my buttons. I hope you all had an amazing day today. We had a pretty good one. I'm not gonna complain. I have nothing to complain about. So I've been working on my Valentine's Day mantle, and I had a great time today. Ooh, Kristen is living on the, oh no, yes, I am living on the wild side. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, Angie. Hello, Nevada Nicole. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so we're gonna try something new. You know, it's either gonna be an epic fail or it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna go with really cool. Maybe I should go with epic fail and then it'll turn out really cool. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I've learned to be humble when I go live and I haven't made something before. Because, you know, sometimes it can be a royal catastrophe. But not today. I have positive thinking today. Today is going to be awesome! So what we're going to create with on our little stuffies, with our little wooden spools and our dowels, is we're going to do the heart cutouts. So this transfer is actually designed. It has 4 different hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different hearts. The hearts are designed to fit on our wood cutouts, which we've made already. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do it on fabric. We're gonna hot glue the fabric together because you don't want me to get anywhere near a sewing machine. And I know some of you are superb sewers, quilters, you know, the Lindas, Carol, those are the ones I know that are really big, amazing sew people. Not me. So we're hot gluing. So you fancy sewing people, you just go sew away your little stuffies, but Maria is hot gluing it together. So I'm going to show, oh, my other camera's not on. What happened to my other camera? I didn't push the button apparently. All right, so now it's gonna turn on, hopefully, yep. There we go. Okay, so there's 4 hearts. They're 2 different sizes. And my backer sheets were not near me when I needed to clean these up, so I put them on different backer sheets. But there's the fun polka dots, there's the X's and O's, there's the love, and then there's the fun little heart. I think we're gonna make, these guys are big, and I'm kind of picturing them on a stick. Maybe, that might work if I put the stick up high enough. I want it to be supported, you know, so we might do a big one. But we're gonna do the little ones for sure, just because they're super cool. And I pulled out 4 colors really. I pulled out peony, which is a very pretty pale pink, kind of a bubblegum pink, not pale pink. And I pulled out red shimmer, crimson shimmer is its fancy name, crimson shimmer. I pulled out silver shimmer and I pulled out storm. I'm not sure on the silver shimmer because if you recall last night we made our black sign with the white you and me on it. So it's kind of, the mantle this year is going to be black and pinks, and I'm not really feeling silver shimmer, but I am feeling red shimmer. So we might go with storm and just do 1 red shimmer one. Hello Fancy Nancy, hello Diane, hello Jill. Welcome everybody. All right, so we gotta get busy here tonight. You know, If I'm going to epic fail, I need to epic fail with my peeps watching me. So I have just plain old inexpensive fabric. You know, in retrospect, I should have bought white. Wasn't thinking when I bought these. Actually bought this to do the Christmas tree patterns on, and we just never got around to it. So I'm like, oh, perfect, I've got it. And now we'll do it for hearts, but it should be white. The one with multiple hearts reminds me of the Grinch's heart. Melissa, is that funny? Nicole, I thought about raspberry sorbet. Hey, Kathy K. We might pull out raspberry sorbet. But when I did, I'll show you tomorrow. When you see tomorrow's picture, you'll understand why I'm leaning away from the raspberry sorbet just a little bit. I made a few purchases today to go to accent my mantle. I bought a really fun like felt ball garland. It's kind of laying on the mantle, and I bought these really cool hearts, roses on sticks, felt roses, and they're raspberry sorbet. So I don't have anything red, and in the garland is red, pink, and raspberry sorbet. So raspberry sorbet is a fuchsia color, magenta fuchsia. But I don't have anything red, so that's why I was leaning towards red shimmer and peony. But raspberry sorbet could always be a contender. We did raspberry sorbet on the wood cutout hearts that are on the mantle. So there's quite a bit of raspberry sorbet up there already. So what I'm gonna do is, this is really hard. I gotta tell you, this part's gonna be the easy part. You take your transfer, you take it off of its backer sheet. This is what a Chalk Couture adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. It's a vinyl transfer with a silkscreen in it. I'm gonna place it on my fabric, like so. You could ink these if you wanted to ink them. Because I'm attaching them to a stick and sticking them in a spool, they're not gonna get washed. So don't really need to worry about washing them. So I'm gonna use just plain old everyday chalk. And I think the XOXOs, don't you think they should be red shimmer? We'll do the polka dots in Storm, or maybe the love should be red shimmer. No, we'll do that one in pink. So we're gonna do red shimmer. Ooh, you guys can't see, sorry. We're gonna do red shimmer, pink, peony, and then we'll do Storm. Target, I saw that, Kathy K. Oh my goodness, it was cute. I had it in my hand. So Kathy is saying she saw a heart cutout at Target that has a key, like a really cool skeleton key attached to it. They're in the Bullseye Playground section. I had it in my hand, Kathy, to buy, but I put it back because I just donated a bunch of them from 2 years ago that I had. So I'm like, I cannot buy this again when I just donated them all. I take my squeegee, I dip it in my chalk paste, and I just simply pull it across my silk screen. This is how easy this is to do. It's not hard. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the heart, and we're going to stuff it with hot glue and pillow foam. You know, polyfill, I believe is its, yeah, polyfill is its technical term. You know, the white fluffy cloud stuff that makes a pillow. Okay, so I'm scraping my chalk paste through my transfer, putting my excess back in my container, and pulling off my transfer. Ooh, you should see how shimmery it is. Oh my gosh. Love it. Ooh, it is so shimmery on the fabric. Ooh la la. Let me dry it. I want to dry it because I don't want to smear it, and inevitably I will stick my finger in it and smear it. The shimmers take a little more of a second to dry, although maybe not on fabric. I don't know if I've ever done the shimmers on fabric. This could be a first for lots of things. So I just want it to be dry so I don't smear it. And then we're going to cut it out, and we're going to stuff it. I probably should have cut it out first. No. No. Why would I want to do that? We're winging it. I really have no idea. I've seen people make these, and I haven't even like watched a video of people making them. I've seen them finished, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. That can't be that hard, right? They can do it. I can do it. It's kind of my attitude, but sometimes that backfires and blows up in my face. Oops. Okay, cleaning off my squeegee so I don't get chalk paste all over everything. Always easier to clean up your squeegees when the chalk paste is wet than when the chalk paste is dry. All right, so we said love, 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 love was going to be pink, and the polka dots were going to be storm. So again, pull my transfer off of its backer sheet, set my backer sheet aside. This transfer has never been used. We did the hearts before, but we didn't do this pattern. So I just place it on my fabric, and I'm just placing it, you know, for optimum fabric usage. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of a edge. I'm going to cover up my red shimmer so I don't get that all over. This one we said was going to be peony. Peony is a very pretty bubblegum pink color. It's a little dry, so I just need to stir it up, get it going. You want your chalk paste to be creamy. So stir it up. If it needs a drink, give it one. Do you need a sticky mat under? No. Nicole, you don't. It's not ink, so I wouldn't think. Yes, fuchsia would be pretty on the left, but I'm trying to downplay the fuchsia because I've got a lot of fuchsia up there already. It'll make more sense when you see it tomorrow. I know it's hard when I do stuff and you guys don't get to see it. So I'm stirring these up. I love fuchsia, which is part of the problem. I tend to overdo. It's the color's technical name is Raspberry Sorbet. Dip it in, and I believe it's actually retired now. Maybe not. I could be wrong on that. I hope not, because it's a beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful color. If I'm going to do black and white and complement it with a color, that is typically the color I'm going to do. Yeah, Nicole, that's a really good point. Like, should I put my ink mat underneath it? I just assumed because it was chalk I didn't need to. We're going to find out here because this one has a ton of chalk. It's a lot of screen on this guy. So you chalk on fabric just like you would on a chalkboard or like you would ink. There's really nothing different to it. Smooth out your lines, make sure you don't have any because you will see them. Check your fingers, although you can usually wash off chalk. And then pull your transfer off. Ooh, I did not push hard enough, so I'm going to lay it right back down. Maybe that's not going to work because I moved my fabric. My chalk paste is too dry, so it didn't want to go through my silk screen. So it's stuck in the screen. So I'm going to go back over it and I'm going to push harder. And that did not help my situation. So I'm going to lay it back down again. One of these times I'm going to lay it back down and it's not going to go back down right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to very lightly, we're going to try this. I'm going to very lightly get my fingers damp and just kind of go over them. My chalk paste is too dry. I don't want it super wet because that'll make a bleed. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Sometimes if you take like a baby wipe too. Let's try this. See if that works any better. This little spot right here. I don't know. This may not work. We'll see. Nope, it didn't work. So if you can see, my chalk is all in my screen. Now it doesn't look bad. It actually looks distressed. It looks kind of cool. So I will actually probably leave it because I actually think it looks kind of cool the way it is, but it's not the way it's designed to be, and it's because the chalk paste, my chalk paste was too dry. But it doesn't look bad. Nicole is saying, I was thinking so it wouldn't move. Yeah, that's probably a good idea too, Nicole. As you're watching my fabric move. Did I mention I've never done this before? Yeah. Maybe today wasn't the day to try something new, but I've been so happy working on my little mantle today. Getting it all, you know, ready to go. So, I'm going to close this up, and we're going to do our little storm guy. And we're going to try, Nicole, we're going to try it. Let's put an ink mat underneath the sticky guy. I have varying levels of sticky in my ink mat world. I have some that are super sticky, some that aren't so sticky. Let's use this guy. This guy's super sticky. Get him in there. Yep, Nicole, I agree. Makes the fabric not move. Good call, Nicole. Nicole, you really should be a designer. You know all the tricks. All right, take my transfer, remove it from its backer sheet, set it aside because we're going to get back to it here in a minute. Put down my little heart guy. Oops. Stick it down. Make sure all my little dots are stuck. Get all my, smoosh out all my air. Open up my storm. Give it a stir just to make sure it's the right consistency. And then we're going to get to cutting the fabric out, getting the hot glue gun out, and starting to stuff them. We'll see. I hope this works because they're going to be really cute if it works. The other thing I'm going to do is I was going to glue them into the spools. I'll show you when we get that far. But I don't want to glue them tonight because I think I want to do varying heights of my hearts. I don't want them all to be, you know, my dowels are all the same height. And I don't think I'm going to know the height until I take them upstairs and put them on the mantle. So I think I gotta wait a little bit to actually glue them in. I'll show you how it's gonna go, but I won't actually glue them until tomorrow. Okay, now we have a cute little storm heart. So we have 3 hearts. My transfers are in my water bath, chilling out, taking a bath while they wait for their turn to be washed. Then once I wash them with cool water, I just let them dry, and then I put them back on their backer sheet, and they are good to go to be reused. So this is one of those heart transfers that has tons of usage. To me, it's not just for Valentine's Day. You know, there's a lot of home decor and, you know, clothing, ceramics, all that kind of stuff. Hearts are popular. So it's not, to me, a heart, if something has a heart on it, it isn't screaming Valentine's Day to me. Just kind of all depends on what you do with it. Chalk everywhere. The other transfer that this would be really fun and easy to make the little stuffy guys with is the conversation heart transfer. So you have the heart candies and then you put the words over the heart. It's also a very fun Valentine's Day transfer to make stuffies with. All right, so I'm gonna close up my stuff. Now, transfer trimmers. I still cannot find my transfer trimmers. And you know how that is when you can't find something? And you go to open up a new one, and as soon as you open up a new one, you find the old one. Like, they have, like, I don't ever take my transfer trimmers out of this room because they are, like, gold. Love my transfer trimmer. But I can't find them. So apparently, I took them out of my room. Or a little person borrowed them. That is always a possibility. All right, so you need double fabric, right? Just like you would if you were making any pillow. So I think first things first, I'm just gonna cut this to get it off this big piece of fabric. It'll be much easier for me to cut the hearts out once I'm not dealing with this big, huge piece of fabric. All right, much easier now. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to cut my hearts. I'm gonna cut them apart. Should have actually probably gone and gotten my fabric scissors. So you just need 2 pieces of fabric that are the same size. So you just cut them out together. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Sometimes I think I'm in the camera frame and sometimes I'm not actually in the camera frame. Okay. You know, keeping them together as you cut, so that they stay the same. And then we're gonna hot glue around the edges and stuff it. Stick a stick in it, put it in a spool. That's our methodology this evening. Nothing too super fancy, but I think it's gonna be really cute when I'm done. So I started the mantle today, and my daughter comes home from school. She comes home from school at 2:30 in the afternoon, so she's home really early, but she leaves at a crazy early hour of the morning. And the first thing she says to me is, "It is not even February yet." And I'm like, I know, but you know what Valentine's Day is? And she rolls those 12-year-old eyes at me, and she says, "It's the celebration of love. Love, 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 love." And I'm like, yep, it is. So, Nicole, I'm seeing your comment about a seam allowance. And I'm actually purposely not, have you made these, Nicole? Because you don't actually tuck it under. You glue it on the top, if that makes sense. I'm hoping this is going to work. If this doesn't work, we'll do it on the next one. We'll give it more of a seam allowance. Somewhere along the line here I got off, so I have one heart bigger than the other. So I need them to be the same size, or it's going to look really funny when I glue it together. All right. So we have our little heart. Fingers crossed. I got my polyfill. Got it open up, which is always so funny to me how much these bags explode once you open them. And then you have polyfill everywhere. All right, so I got my hot glue gun. And I'm just going to start. I'm going to start on one end. You don't need a lot of glue, because, you know, it's not like anybody's going to be swinging from the chandeliers with a stuffy. So stuffies are actually kind of fun for more than just creating something on a stand. They're also really cute, like just kind of tucked in your decor. So like if you have a tiered tray, or see, look at that. It's a pillow. Aren't you proud of me? Although I should have done that, because I gotta stick our little sticky guy in him too. Because I want him straight up and down, right? I don't want him, do I want him at an angle? No, they should be straight, right? Yeah, we're going for straight. So I'm gonna stick my dowel in. I'm gonna cut my dowels tomorrow so that they're the height I want them to be. I got glue. It's gonna prevent, no, but I'm a sewer. Oh, you are a sewer? Oh, see, Nicole, I marvel at sewers. It's one of those things I've always wanted to really kind of learn how to do. I can sew a square. That's about it. Okay. So you just like any pillow you make, right? You make your little seam guy, you leave a hole. You leave your hole for you to be able to stuff it. So see, so far, we're actually doing pretty good. Look, Mom, it works. So far. Don't get overconfident, Maria. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up to here, and I'm just gonna leave a little tiny space. So you just put the hot glue right along the edge. I've always wanted to be a sewer, but it's just not in the cards for me. I've tried. But you know, you gotta measure. Y'all know how I feel about measuring. You gotta measure. I can't do it much now. Oh, it makes your back hurt. Do you have back problems, Nicole? Okay, so I'm gonna stuff my, all right, so I've just got a little bit of polyfill. You don't need a lot of polyfill. Just need a little itty bitty bit. We're gonna stick it in our big old little heart. Probably should have left my hole a little bigger. Would have been a little easier. But it also comes apart really easy, so. So stuffies are really popular in the tiered tray world. So it's coming apart. So don't overstuff it. It could be the kind of glue stick I have though. I've been playing with different kinds and I don't like these ones. I've heard that Gorilla Glue sticks are the way to go. But I just bought them and I'm trying to use these icky ones up. Because, you know, you don't want to waste good glue. Well, good is being used loosely. I'm sorry to hear you have back problems, Nicole. That's never ever fun. I have sciatic issues, so I can completely empathize. When your back hurts, man, everything. Okay, so I'm cleaning up my cut line because it's going to fray a little bit because there's no. But again, it's not like these little stuffy guys are going to go. Nobody's swinging from the chandeliers with them. So I like things stuffed, but you do have to take into consideration your whole, you know, you're glued together. It's not like it's a sewn seam that's going to be able to handle a lot of pressure. All right, so we got to fix that corner, so I'm going to stick a little more stuffing in that guy over there. But in the meantime, we're going to glue this guy together. Oops, don't stick your hot glue gun right on your finger. No. Okay, so I'm pushing my stuffing in just so I can get to the, I don't want to glue the stuffing, I want to glue the fabric. Okay. Put it in, hold it down. Okay, this is cute. I mean, he needs a little stuffing work, but he's good. He's cute and adorable. Little stuffing coming out of him. So, note to self, there needs to be stuffing behind the stick, not just on top of the stick. And we need to get this guy over here a little more stuffed. So now that I have, you know, a good base on the other side, I think I can put a little more in on this side. And kind of get him good and stuffed. I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing because I keep thinking if I go too far this way, you guys don't see. Okay. So I'm going to re-glue this side. So I would also tell you, because it's fabric, be generous with your glue. Don't be stingy. That's my finger. I hate hot glue. I've always hated hot glue. So I think that you could also use fabric glue. I mean, I don't think you have to use hot glue. I think if you have fabric glue, you can use that too. All right. So look at how cute our little pillow guy is on his little stick. He leans forward too much, so I'll have to play with him to get him to go back a little bit. Okay, this is really adorable. And then kind of clean up your edges. Because again, I'm playing with him, so he's fraying. Once I stop playing with him, he'll stop fraying. Because nobody's going to touch him right there. Oh, my kids will probably touch him, but hopefully the fear of mom will make them not touch him. All right, so here we have our cute little stuffy on a stick. We're going to stick it in this cute little stand. He's way too tall, right? He needs to be down like this, I think. And we're going to put some ribbon on this guy. So I got some fun little black and white heart ribbon. So if you have, like, you know, fabric laying around, you know, don't go buy special fabric. Just use fabric you've got. You could paint these little spools too. And there's all kinds of things you can do to the actual little spool guys to make them cool. I'm just going to roll it in this really fun little ribbon I got today. Because, you know, like I needed more ribbon. Telling you. It's a small addiction. And I mean, I like ribbon, but it's not like I'm a big bow person, but I own a lot of ribbon. A lot of ribbon. Okay. Again, hot glue. Just hot glue away. I mean, I don't really, that's my finger. Oh, hate hot glue. Did I mention that already? I do. My friend Bobby gave me these really cool, like little pink fingers thingies to put on my fingers to protect them. Okay, so see, now I have these really fun little hearts. So now he'll go in here and I'm gonna cut him. So he'll be shorter. But don't you think he needs like a little bow or something? You know, a little more? Zhuzhing? Should we zhuzh him up some more? You could zhuzh him some more. You know, you could put all kinds of like raffia type. You could put a key for the key to your heart. They're really cute. So this will get cut and then it will sit on the mantle. But I'm not going to cut them again until I'm all done. And I'm not going to put the same ribbon on all of them. I just like the shimmer and the shimmer go together. The next ones, you know, will probably do more of a black and white. My daughter did say to me, why did you do black? It's Valentine's Day. And I'm like, because I did black. Get over it, sister. Or just tie a ribbon. Yeah, you could just tie a ribbon too. Like I think even like at the base of the heart, some fun like little red raffia with a key I think would be super cute too. I'm looking to see what I got. Those messy bows, you know, where we just cut it and make the bow, that would be super cute too. Let's make our little guy. Oh, that was a little guy. All right, let's cut him out. I really needed my fabric scissors. I don't know why I was thinking my transfer trimmers was going to work well on fabric. Not that it doesn't work well, but maybe it's also I'm cutting through 2 layers. That could be too. I just thought, oh, they cut my transfers so nice. They're bound to cut fabric just as nice, but I am cutting through 2 layers. Just to tie a ribbon. Yep. I could also tie a tag. You know, like a cute little tag. A little chalkboard tag. With like the Be Mine. You could do that. I've got tags. Of course I have tags, right? Why wouldn't I have tags? Okay, so I'm just cutting this guy out. So I'm cutting it carefully. So I want the 2 layers to line up. Okay. Voila. Flip her over. Get the old hot glue out. So this time let's try doing it differently. Let's try not gluing the stick in. We're just going to stick the stick in. You have to line the fabric up though, so that it actually lines up. Now my glue is probably too cool now. This took me too long. Maybe not. The nice thing about it cooling off is it doesn't burn my fingers. Okay. So I got that side all glued together. starting on this side. Oh, I didn't leave a hole. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a hole. So we gotta stuff him. So I'm pushing the glue into the fabric just so it kind of absorbs in a little bit. Like so. Leave me a space, please. Okay. A little space to do a little stuffing with. Pull out your polyfill, fill it up. And then we're gonna put the polyfill in first, and then we're gonna stuff the stick in. See if that goes a little bit easier. Oops. So you do kind of have to spread this out to get it in, unless you leave yourself a bigger hole, which would probably be smarter. Yeah, I think a super cute little tag would be super adorable. And there's all kinds of fun little sentiments that we could use. You know, there's a Valentine's Day mini set. So it's 12 little individual transfers that are all Valentine's Day themed. They're like 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I'm sure there's something on one of those we can pull out. So I'm just taking my finger and shoving the polyfill into the corners so that I make sure that I'm good and stuffed in the corners. I mean, y'all know how to stuff a pillow. It's not rocket science. So what you could do is I could just, you know, stuff it and glue it, and I could just pop this into, you know, a tiered tray. You know, it could just sit right nice in a tiered tray. It could sit right nice just along my mantle. They don't have to be on the stick. In fact, maybe we should make a few that are just little stuffies without being on a stick. Maybe we'll make, I don't like the ribbon. What do you think? Think it's an okay ribbon choice with that pattern? Or should I just go with like a red or a pink or a fuchsia? We could pull back out the whole raspberry sorbet. So I got a little glue seepage. So I am cutting that off. This guy we're gonna leave. I don't think we're gonna put him in a stick. Now that I made the hole for the stick, now I'm not gonna put the stick in. Okay, and I have a little bit of came apart. So again, I just stick a little more glue. When he comes apart, just put more glue on and re-stick. Preferably not with your fingers, so you burn your fingers. When all else fails, use a tool to stick them together so you don't burn your fingers. Okay. Pull out your, cut out any glue seepage you got, any little frays. I think this guy's dry yet, so I don't want to cut him off yet. Cute these little pillows are. So you can do these with all kinds of shapes. So like if you have the Christmas tree patterns, you have the Easter egg patterns, the pumpkin patterns, or you can just cut a shape out and use a pattern transfer. So if you didn't have the heart transfers, but you had a pattern transfer, you can totally just cut your shape out on your fabric, right? So you could do anything with a pattern. Ooh, finger hot glue. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, ooh, this is so cute, this little guy. I want to cut this a little more rounded. Get my little frays gone. And then I get my little hot glue leakers out. Okay, so here we have Just this super cute little stuffy guy to kind of go with that little heart guy. I kind of like them not on the stick. Maybe I should take the other one off the stick. I don't know. What do you guys think of the stick? Do you like it better stick or no stick? I don't like that ribbon with it. I think it needs, and it should be shorter. It should be super short, right? Because that's a big heart. And you could even chalk on here, like Be Mine. You know, the little Be Mine would fit on here. Or the XOXO would be super, well, it goes with the XOXO, right? So there's, you could totally chalk just on this. I don't mind the sticks. This is adorable. Just all by himself. I'm gonna wait, actually, till tomorrow. I'm gonna put it up on the mantle and see. Do I need the sticks or don't I need the sticks? I just kind of like them stuffed. This one has a ton of chalk in one spot. So you see how it gets lighter? That's because there's not as much chalk here because it stayed in the screen. This is a big one though, so this heart's a lot bigger. Let's try stuffing him. And I think because he is so much bigger, he should really not go on a stick. Because I think he would look disproportionate. Big old heart on a little stick. So we're cutting our heart out. And then we're just going to do the same exact process. Hot glue, stuff it, make some cute hearts. So you can also make these hearts into a banner. So if you wanted to make like a garland banner, you could totally take these and put string through them, right? And hang them. That would be adorable. I think we might do that with the conversation hearts. Because I don't have a Valentine's Day. Ooh, pinking shears. That's a good idea, Christina. I didn't even think of that. I have that too. I just should have brought my sewing stuff down. I have those. Those would be fun. That would look cute with pinking shears because then it would have, yeah. Good call, Christina. That's a really good call. Maybe if when I make the banner, we'll do that with the banner instead of my crazy transfer trimmers, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this scissors. I thought this scissors was a bunch of hooey when they came out with them. I'm like, seriously, it's a scissors. Yes, it's a pretty color and it matches all my chalk stuff, but I'm not going to buy a crazy scissors. Well, then they gave us one. So I'm like, all right. Now I'm in love with the stupid scissors. No, I did not say stupid. I'm in love with the wonderful scissors. Because I am, actually. It's very sad I can't find them. That's how you know I like something, is when it's not in here anymore. It's disappeared. It's been taken somewhere. Or my kids stole it. Which is a total possibility. Okay, so I'm lining it up because I'm not straight over here. Yeah, pinking shears is a good idea. But I'm late to the stuffy bandwagon. People did all kinds of things for the holidays with the stuffies. Like, you know, that the transfer that said and the stockings were hung. A lot of people stuffed those stockings. Not me. I just wasn't on the stuffy bandwagon, but now I am going to have to be because these are pretty cool. Okay. So hot glue away. Just put your bead of chalk along the edge. Take your other transfer, or your other heart. Hot glue! Hot! Now my finger is... Okay, this one's going to be a mess. I gotta take this guy apart. Oh, ouchie, mama. I hate hot glue. Alright. Taking this one apart. Do over. I gotta get all this hot glue off. Do you ever guys, well, okay, Nevada Nicole, you're in a warm state. Christina, where are you? Who else is in Wisconsin? So, I'll show you. My fingers, they crack in the winter. I don't know, dehydration or something in the cold weather. So, they hurt when they crack like that, like crazy. So, it really hurts when you get hot glue on them. So instead of trying to do the whole line, I'm going to just start a little smaller. There we go. Sometimes I'm overzealous. At least when it seeps out, it cuts right off. Okay. Ooh, you're in Arkansas. Christina, is it cold? Arkansas. I think about where Arkansas is. I think you get snow, don't you? Yeah, you get snow. Hot glue everywhere. Stuck all over. And way to ruin nails, right? Hot glue ruins nails when you get it all stuck. All right, so. Hey, Wendy, olive oil, really? It's not very warm right now. High's only in the low 50s. Oh, Nicole, don't even talk to us. No, we're making stuffies tonight, Wendy. Fun little pillow guys. Out of chalk, and Maria's burning her fingers off with her hot glue gun, which is what happens every time Maria pulls out her hot glue gun. So, Nicole, you've been around a long time, so you've heard me tell this story 5 million times, but if you ever are looking for, you know, cheap entertainment value, all of my videos are in the video section of this page. And when I very first started going live, I had no idea what I was doing. Really, I had no idea what I was doing. And I wasn't really that big of a crafter then. And I made a video, and I made a beautiful sign. Actually, I sold it to my friend Michelle, who watches us. It sits in her kitchen. It was a set. I don't know if she has the one that's in the video or not, but it was a set of 2 signs, and I hot glued the flowers on, and I literally picked it up to show everybody, you know, here, look what I made, you know, look, ooh, look what I made, right? And all the flowers fell off. And I bust out laughing, because what are you supposed to do, right? You're live, people were watching me. You're live, and your flowers are falling off your project. You laugh. Then there was the time I talk about this all the time, when I dumped the entire glass of ice cold water in my lap. Yeah, that's a funny video too. So if you're ever bored one night, the blooper reel is, I should make a blooper reel. Oh, I should totally make a blooper reel. All the funny stories I tell you guys all about from my original videos. My original videos are, not that these are any better, but they are really horrible. I talk in one tone of voice very slowly. I learned a lot in 2 years of hitting the live button. But in the very beginning, when I very, very first started, nobody was watching me, so I was talking to myself. So now that you guys talk to me, it got so much easier once you guys started talking to me. It's cold in Arkansas with a few snowflakes tomorrow. Ooh, that'll be fun. Yeah, so do your fingers crack too, Christina, because of the weather? So I've been like, you know, Wendy, you can probably attest to this. I've been, because Wendy knows all kinds of things about taking care of your body, being healthy. I've been trying to hydrate more. So I've been really, and I'm a water drinker. I've always been a water drinker. I decided in December, why you do this right before the holidays, I don't know. I gave up everything that's not water drinking wise. Other than almond milk. I do drink a little almond milk and coffee. Okay, maybe I didn't give everything up. I gave up Coke, which was my slight addiction. Not Coca-Cola was my slight addiction. And I gave it up, and I really have been pushing the water. Really pushing the water. So I was thinking, well, I should be more hydrated. So these crazy things should stop happening. Oh, I just looked up your temps. You are cold. Yeah, Nicole. Come to Wisconsin, Nicole. It's cold here. Yeah, I'm like a dry piece of bread. Christina, that's funny. Oh, me too, Christina. Me too. I'm getting to go to Savannah, Georgia next weekend, though, so I'm looking very forward to that. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s there. But I'm going to Chalk Couture Leadership. I'm going to get to see all my chalk friends. I haven't seen them since COVID hit. We have all these crazy rules. Not crazy. Appropriate, but crazy rules that we have to follow. Social distancing wise. Nicole, you don't want to come to Wisconsin? I'm shocked. It's very pretty, Nicole, and there's nice people here. We're a friendly little state. Okay, so I'm ready to seal up my stuffing hole. So again, just start with your glue. Go along your edge. Put your glue back on its base because it's losing its energy. And seal her up. I had fat surgery in Mexico in Holy cow, Christina. Okay, I gotta hear about this. Christina had fat surgery in Mexico. Why in Mexico? In August. You lost 76 pounds and you freeze. Yeah. I can empathize with that, Christina. I am cold all the time. Literally, I have my bathrobe wrapped around me. I wear my bathrobe all day long. My clothes are on underneath it. I'm going to get up, I get dressed, I take a shower. It's not like I'm in my pajamas all day. But I put my bathrobe on because it's like walking around. Oh, look at how cute this one is. It's like walking around in a big old blanket. And it's always a standard joke. You know that I'm comfortable with you when you ring my doorbell and I don't take my bathrobe off when I open up the door. It's kind of funny if somebody, arrives unexpectedly and I don't know they're coming. Literally, the doorbell rings and whoosh, the bathrobe goes flying. Okay, these are so adorable. Why have we not made these? I'm sure it's nice in spring through fall. Yes, Nicole, it is very nice. We never really get super hot. I mean, 90s, maybe if we're lucky for a day or two. It all depends. Some summers we do get really nice and warm. Oh, that was hot glue, Maria. You just put a big old blob on your hand. I'm not the sharpest knife. Yes, Mexico, my doctor was amazing. You were his, wow, 17,999th patient? Wow, that's amazing. All right. That's what we got for you tonight. I'm going to decide when I take this one upstairs if we're going to cut it off the dowel, and we need to do something to the dowel. But I really kind of just like them, their little stuffiness. See? Kathy lives in her robe. Kathy, next time you come over, I'm not taking my robe off now. Although I probably stopped taking my robe off when you come. I probably did. Because Kathy, you and I are buds. All right. Here we go. This is it. Yeah. When I put it all on the mantle, I'll take a picture so you can see it. But I might pull this out, although I did glue it the whole way down, didn't I? Not always smart. I might pull it out and just make it a stuffy guy. I don't know. I have to see it on the mantle. But this is my fun little project. You can make this out of anything, any transfer. You can just cut a shape out and put a pattern transfer on it too. You could do this with a transfer that has words on it. So for example, you could cut out a big heart, put Love Knows No Boundaries on it, and you could sew it if you wanted to be really fancy. You could sew it, or you could just hot glue it together. I think even like these super cute, wouldn't these guys make little cute stuffies? We might have to make these and put these on a banner. These are adorable. All right, we got fun stuff coming up, so hang out with me. We're working on the Valentine's Day mantle. We're going to add to it a little bit every day, and I'll take pictures as it progresses so that you can kind of see the transformation. That's all I got for you. I'm Making Maria. I'm your Chalk Couture independent designer. If you want to check out any of these amazing products, you can go right to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. This is the heart pattern transfer. It's a C size transfer, so it's 12 by 18 in size. It has 4 patterns on it. The one pattern that we did not use is the super cool Grinch heart. Somebody said this reminded them of the Grinch heart. Who said that? I can't remember. I scrolled too fast. I think it was Melissa from Canada said it reminds her of the Grinch heart. So these are the 4 patterns. This one says love, 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 love all over it. We've got XOXO in red shimmer. Look at how pretty that is, shimmery. And then we've got the storm polka dots. So that's what I got. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back at you tomorrow night. I make a live demo video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So come on back and let's see how this progresses for Valentine's Day. Thanks so much, guys. Have a super great Thursday. See ya.